welcome back to The
Latin Minute. Amiga, ¿cómo estás?
I'm doing good, babe. How are you?
Girl.
What a week.
What a week. So many things to share with everybody. So many things that we gotta talk about it.
So much chisme.
So much chisme.
Pero primero,
levántate y ponte a limpiar. Cochinote. Cochino. Contame. ¿Qué te ha pasado esta semana?
Vamos a hablar de chismes.
Vamos a hablar de todo lo que está pasando.
A ver, bueno, esta semana fui anoche a una gala.
¿Ah, fuiste a una gala?
Una gala lo más bonita. Yes.
¿Por qué no me invitaste, ridícula?
I went.
Yo.
You were invited. You just had to sign up. I wasn't buying a ticket. But we went to a beautiful gala, and this was actually one of our close friends that we both know from Trademark Roofing.
Okay.
They actually are helping people who cannot afford mental health.
Wow.
Yes. So the whole gala was to raise money to help people go see a doctor, seek some therapy, and show them that life is not just the bad things that they're experiencing right now, but they have so much more to look forward to.
Absolutely.
And get them the right help that they need. So if you ever are interested in that, livingwellmission.org, check them out. Y de verdad que la gente les hace falta ayuda. A veces uno se pone en un lugar oscuro o tiene muchas cosas que le han pasado en la vida y tienes que hablar con alguien. Te hace falta una atención médica porque para mí la mente, el cuerpo, todo está conectado.
Y el espíritu está conectado. Somos seres, como decía, ¿cómo es que se dice la palabra? Tripartitos.
Yeah.
Tripartitos significa que estamos compuestos de tres partes: la mente, el cuerpo y el alma.
Yes.
Y te creo, mira, muchas personas tienen...
I guess I'm just going to hold this today.
It's not working your mic?
No, it's heavy.
Oh
well.
Okay, well, moving forward.
You're going to hear my tummy rumble today, guys.
Hay muchas personas que no tienen... Que no ven más allá, lastimosamente, de lo que está pasando. Yo sé que cada persona tiene sus dificultades, tiene sus challenges. And it's always so well appreciated. Something so important to receive mental health.
Yes.
You're not alone.
Exactly.
Just because I don't know what you're feeling or you're going through, or maybe I'm not understanding 100%, or I cannot relate in the full capacity, that doesn't mean that I cannot be, empathetic. You know what I'm saying? So I can always try to be there. Maybe I'm not going to give you the whole solution.
Yeah.
But just the fact that you are there.
It was great. We saw a lot of people that donated money. A lot of people that were just volunteering, psychologists, therapists.
Nice.
Different clinics.
Where was this, though, by the way?
It was at the Westin in Cape Coral. Beautiful hotel with a beautiful place. Yes. I actually got married there.
I know.
Yeah. So
I know.
great.
I was exactly going to say that you got married. I was going to remind you that you got married.
Well, anyway, before I keep forgetting more things, why don't we have a little cafecito? Express yourself.
Pero contame antes de tomarnos el cafecito, contame qué fue lo que nos hiciste el día de hoy, Betty.
Okay. Hoy el cafecito de hoy es diferente. Es un cafecito que me enseñó mi cuñada y se llama café bombón. El café bombón es expreso, pero con leche condensada. So es como
rico.
Sweet little bomb.
¿Sabes qué?
So condensed milk and espresso is a café bombón. Taught to me by my sister-in-law. Ready? Cheers.
Arriba, abajo, al centro y adentro. Chichi. Me da como un sentido de postre. Like a dessert.
It does taste like dessert.
It tastes like dessert, like liquid dessert.
Yeah, I wouldn't
we
have
just
this
invited
every day.
liquid dessert?
I love it. It's good.
Fuerte.
And then it gives you the energy and
It
you
gives
still get the
boost,
sugar.
the energy, the sugar, and the sweetener. But at the same time, you have the caffeine that is what we live for in esta casa.
Do you think that we could start charging people to listen to us like smack our lips and drink coffee? Because apparently there's a whole community of all these people that pay for this. And they're like, you scratch the microphone.
Can you hear my voice?
And you do the thing. And you...
Look.
I don't know.
Look.
Oh, well, we'll think about that for the next thing. But anyway, let's jump into some chisme. What you got, babe?
Oh, girl.
Tell me.
Do you know what? Talking about chisme, it's not chisme, but did you know? And
What?
actually, I didn't know until I think yesterday. Mm-hmm. So Universal Studios is opening a new theme park.
Yeah.
Lo abren en Mayo 22 the next year. So May 22nd, there's a grand opening. So their theme park, it is Harry Potter.
Uh-huh.
Brujita.
Uh-huh.
And also they're opening new resorts. And that is interesting because Universal Studios is very well known.
But they already have a Harry Potter, don't they? They have like a whole Harry Potter section in the Islands of Adventure.
No, it's like an addition. It's like a new addition to Universal Orlando's ultra popular what is it?
Oh, the Dueling Wizards or whatever.
Wizard, exactly.
Oh, okay.
So I'm kind of looking forward to it because what they did for Harry Potter in Universal is a piece of art.
Yeah. No,
Have
it
you
is
been
beautiful.
there?
It's beautiful. Yeah, I've been there multiple times. It's beautiful.
Yeah.
What else are they adding to that?
Super Nintendo.
Ta-da-ta-ta-ta-ta. Yes.
Do you remember the song?
Yes. I heard that a lot.
That was that level that you got to the castle and there was fire. Remember
the black the green tubes and you had to jump and those turtles come get you.
Malditas tortugas siempre
You
me
know what?
mataban. They
I think-
always kill me.
I think I have anxiety because of Mario Brothers.
Why?
Because I used to get nervous and start screaming when the turtles and when you would go in the ghost and the ghost would chase you and you had to turn around fast and they kept coming and if it touched you, you die. Me dio una ansiedad terrible.
Una ansiedad fuerte, necesito ayuda.
Terrible.
Ayúdenme, me siento inseguro.
Sí.
So they work at that Super Nintendo World, what is it?
That's
edition?
gonna be cute.
I know, I'm excited about it.
Even though they're Italian,
so
they look a little
excited.
Hispanic, so I'm kind of excited about it.
They look Hispanic as hell. They look like one of us. But isn't it Italian? Like at the end of the day, it's a whole mix of everything. Like our Latinos, we are the perfect blend. I'm sorry for everybody.
Yeah, we got you all.
We are the best blend ever.
We love you all. We got a little piece of all of you.
Yes, we have Arabic, we have Caucasian, we have everything. There's some Latinos that are so white that you will never guess.
Yeah.
And there are Latinos that are so dark that's what sometimes you will never guess.
Right.
You know,
Exactly.
we're like the melting pot of races.
For real.
That's why we're the best.
Mira tú. I'm
Let me
excited.
ask you
Let's go
some-
there. Is there any specials or anything that you know of?
No,
Or
I don't know yet.
When
I
does it
think
open?
we're gonna do the May 22nd though.
May 22nd of the next year.
Next year. So it's very soon.
Okay.
They've been in the work for many years, my guess. Or at least
Yeah.
more than a year because they have hotels. They're opening new hotels, 2 brand new hotels there. Also the theme park extension. So this is a work that's been in the process for my guess more than a year.
So Universal Studios, if you want us to come and check it out and give us an honest review,
Yeah.
reach out to the Latin Minute.
Yeah, they're actually having 3 hotels, including a Galaxy theme hotel.
Ooh,
Oh my
I like
goodness,
Galaxy
I
stuff.
like that.
Está bueno.
They will have trampoline. I'm trying trampoline. What am I saying?
Que trampolín y trampolín, te vas a caer ahí.
No sé por qué digo trampolín.
Pero, ¿qué trampolín?
No. Now, let me ask you something.
Yeah.
Amiga. We like, when we are together, we like spend so much, like, the energy is like, we don't want nothing, like, to interrupt us. And the time is like, feels that it's forever. So I did a search in what brings people together, actually.
Yes.
And guess what the first thing
Betty
that popped
and Fausto.
up? Betty and Fausto.
The first thing that popped up.
Fausto and Fausto. Like, if you want a society to go in peace and finish the Middle East war, just have Fausto and Betty with you.
Yes, everybody
That's
will be
it.
friends. We'll
Everybody
be
will be
dancing.
friends.
Yes.
Exactly. Well, so one of the things that brings people together
Oh, tell me.
is drinking. The first thing that brings people together, I'm not talking about just alcohol. Drinking could be
Like
a
our
tea,
bombón?
un bomboncito, un cafecito,
Café bombón
un
that we just
mate, incluso agua, lo que sea. Everything that is, hey, let's have a drink or I meet you for a
Yeah.
drink brings people together.
Yeah.
That is very interesting. The second one is food. No shit.
Yeah,
Food.
come on. Who's not gonna love food?
I know. So you have drink and food.
Yeah.
Then the other thing that brings people together is games. Whether it's
Games.
board games, whether it's video games, whether
Oh my
it's
God. You remember when we played left, right, center?
Oh my God,
And
yes. I
that
lost
was
like 3 times.
My goodness. Okay, so let's explain left, right, center. Porque mucha gente no sabe lo que es left, right, center. So you get this dice.
Ajá.
Y entonces en ese dice te sientas con everybody. Tienes 3 dados. Uno que tiene una L, una C y una R. So L, C, R. Each dice has a different one. And then there's like wild or whatever, or dot. It doesn't matter. And then you have $1 for each dice. I don't know. Is this illegal to talk about?
Yes, it is.
It's illegal?
No, it is not illegal.
Because we are playing for money. So if it is illegal, we give the money back, okay? If it's not illegal, we walk away with money.
Let me talk to my lawyer first.
Let me talk to my lawyer.
Hold that thought. Let me talk to my lawyer. No, go ahead.
Okay. Bueno, I'm going to say some friends, not me, I wasn't there.
No. Somebody video call us and we watched that.
Yeah, I saw it on YouTube.
So we're witnesses. Never mind.
It was a TikTok. It wasn't real. Okay, anyway. Bueno, ya que lo dije.
Ya lo dijiste.
The chismosa.
Ya estoy preso.
So then you...
Me van a deportar ahora.
Ahora they're going to take away your papers.
Okay.
So they'll say, anyway, you have the $3 and then por cada dado. So you throw everything and it says left, right, center. So vamos a decir que los tres dados dicen an L, a C, and an R.
Which is left, center, right.
Right. So then that means I got to give $1 to the person on the left. I got to give $1 to the person on the right. And then the dollar that I have goes in the middle. So now it goes in the pot. But don't worry. Because you haven't lost the game yet. Because we go all around the table. Maybe your neighbor throws their 3 dice and now it says, oh, right. Well, guess what? I'm sitting to the right. They got to give me all their $3.
Exactly.
I'm back in the game.
So pretty much that game, the more people who plays, the more fun it is.
Actually. And the last person who has the $1 left gets to get everything that went in the center. And,
Jackpot. But allegedly, we don't know.
Allegedly. And anyway, and if you do it drunk, it's okay because you don't even have to know which way is right or left.
I know.
Because this can include both things on your list there. Number 1, we eat a lot.
Oh my God. Yes,
Number 2,
right.
we drink a lot. And then we play a game that we don't even know which way to go. So everybody yells at you. Like, I forget what's right and left. And they're like, that's not your right. It's the other
Do you remember Christopher, my husband, who said, hold on. Was it him? He screamed to somebody?
He was screaming to everybody.
He was screaming to everybody.
He was making me nervous.
So that game is super fun, by the way. Left, center, right, if you want to check it out or buy it. So next, guess what's the next thing that brings people together?
Gossip.
Weed.
Marihuaneros.
No, marihuanero, mira.
Mentira. For real?
Mira.
Oh my God.
So, allegedly.
Okay, that brings people together, apparently.
Brings people together.
Another illegal act in some states. Mira que son.
Mira, tened cuidado que esta gente está peligrosa porque está drinking, eating, gaming, marihuaneándose, and the last one is music.
Oh, music, yes.
So
I love
if you
music.
look, all of these things brings.
That's
like
one night of fun. Like
night of fun.
A whole night of fun.
I think all of us are listening right now. We been in more than once and check mark all of them pretty much. Not all of them.
You snitching on yourself.
No, not all of them. I don't know. Anyway,
but the music, yes, because you know what? There's music that I'm sometimes I bond with people, and I'm okay. You know, I'm a big Blue October fan. That's my thing, right?
Yes.
And when someone even tells me, "Oh, I like this one song from Blue October," I'm like, we could be friends. Like immediately, I want to be their friend. Immediately, because like I feel like okay, I think that you and I could probably connect on a certain level. Because if you like a certain song and I know what the song means, I'm like, oh my God, I feel like I know you now. I feel like I feel you. So it's weird because it's just random. It's random, and it's a very odd thing because a lot of people don't know that band. So when they do know that band, it surprises me. Like. You know them and you like a song? Okay, cool.
Well, I didn't know the band until you introduced me to it. And
right?
I'm obsessed with one of the songs. You know which one it is.
Yes.
Right? Like I'm obsessed, and you introduced me to that song when the weeks that I was going through such a big problem with my own mother.
Yeah.
So we were not talking. We were just decided to split apart. And then you play that song, and it was just a message from God through you. So, yeah. So I completely get you. Now, what are the things that are actually divide us?
That divide us?
Pick one.
The things that divide us. Politics.
Bingo!
Really?
That's number one.
No way. Top of the list?
Politics. Top
Yes.
of the list. So if you
I
are...
hate it. I hate it. I hate it. I hate it. I'm like, I have my own beliefs. You have your own beliefs. Everybody has their, but I hate that people fight over it.
Yes.
Because it's like, they don't even know who we are, and we're here destroying our lives arguing about stuff. Like, it's stupid.
Neither Kamala or Trump knows that you exist. And you're
they don't
dying.
care.
They don't care.
Nobody cares.
It's sad. It's sad seeing not just... I think it happens in every country of the world.
Everywhere.
Politics. It's just a dividing
It broke
thing.
families in Cuba. You know, like,
tell me about it.
That was a big thing. Like in my family, there was people that wouldn't talk to my parents because my parents were not communists. So they were not communists. They didn't agree with it, and their family was like, you know, they were part of El Partido. They were part of, like, you know, all these little like cliques that they have, and they literally disowned them. They didn't want them around because they were not part of their, you know, their belief system or whatever.
Exactly.
I think
it is sad.
That's a hard one.
It historically.
Yeah.
Por los años, por los siglos, la política ha sido algo que ha dividido a las sociedades. It will keep doing it.
But it also brings people together and it tears them apart. There's a mix of two.
It's a mix of two. Now, the next one, guess what it is?
Religion.
Bro, amiga, we've been through a lot.
I haven't even looked at this list. I have not looked at this list.
Religions can divide people. The third one. Okay.
Money. People fight you for money.
Girl.
Am I right?
Did you watch my list?
No, I swear to God I didn't.
Socioeconomic status.
I should write a book. I'm pretty smart. No, for real.
I think you've been through a lot.
Yes, I have. There was always three things that like growing up, I always, because I saw people fight over things and adults fight over things, and Cubans are very loud, so you can hear them across the street screaming at each other. And I always said, which I broke my own rules, but I said, I'm never going to talk about politics, I'm never going to talk about religion, and I'm never going to talk about money because everybody just fights about it. And it's true. They do. They fight.
The third one, the next ones are actually, you know, it makes sense.
Okay.
So, but it's not to every family. But actually, the fourth is family itself.
Oh, the actual family.
The family can help you to be divided between the family members.
100%.
And that happens to Hispanic a lot.
A lot.
More likely if they are terrenos del abuelo, who's gonna take that land? That stuff.
The worst is the worst for me has always been like somebody's spouse doesn't like the other person's family, and then they're like, they're not allowed to be here. They're not allowed to be part of stuff. They're not whatever. And you're like, I'm not asking you to tolerate them every day. I just like when you see them, like just be nice. That's
just
it.
be polite.
You know, just be okay. Because I'm sure like you probably have your own skeletons and your own crazy people on your side of your family, and I'm gonna pretend to be nice at least to them, even though I'm like, oh my God, they're so annoying. But you know, it's just some people can't control themselves. It's weird. Control yourself. Control yourself.
And more likely, if you're an adult, come on, just be polite. Be diplomatic at least.
Diplomatic, that's the word.
Be diplomatic.
You don't have to. Yeah, you don't have to go home with everybody. You don't have to go kiss anybody behind.
Y al final del día,
diplomatic.
Todas las familias tienen secretos. Todas las familias tienen esas cositas que nos guardamos entre nosotros
and
mismos.
We're all broken.
But we all,
at one point.
we all at some point when we're together try to keep the party going because your kids are watching.
Right.
Y nuevamente el círculo empieza nuevamente. Like if your kids are watching, that you're not talking to your siblings, and then what gets gonna happen? More than likely,
they're gonna be like that, and worse.
The same. Exactly, or worse.
Or worse.
You know.
Because now the thing is que tú lo criaste con el veneno.
Ay, y eso pasa bastante.
Lo crías con el veneno y ahora todo lo que saben es veneno.
Y desde pequeños ya ellos están formando un perfil de esa persona que ni tan siquiera puede que sea verdad.
Y lo que le puedes decir es, ¿qué es lo que te hizo tal persona?
Ajá.
Exactamente. ¿Qué fue lo que te hizo a ti? Que tú
vos.
estás tan furioso con esa persona. Dímelo. And then a lot of times they don't even have an answer. They're like, bueno, porque mi mamá me dijo. And I'm like,
No.
Not about your mother. Talk about you, baby.
Talk about you, baby.
Pero that's how it is.
And the other ones, it is social identity.
Social identity.
I know. That was kind of interesting. I don't understand. So it says...
What does that actually mean?
I know. And how do you pronounce this word? INNATE. An innate sense of social identity.
Innate?
Innate? In and out.
In an 8? In a 9? In a 10?
Social identity, but it's just very broad. It's very weird. It says an innate sense of social identity can cause bias in favor of a group, even if children as long as 5. Even in children as young as 5. I'm sorry. That's pretty much what we were talking about.
Identity.
Right?
So what are they? I mean, I'm a little confused with this one.
Yeah, this is weird. Look at it.
I mean.
It's weird. And plus, my accent is very broken today.
Wait, all right. Social economics. Where were we? Nationality.
Nationality was the last one.
Okay. So we were at?
The first one. This one.
Oh, social identity. An innate sense of social identity can be biased in favor of a group, even in children as young as 5. I don't know.
That is broad. That's for adults.
That's pretty tough. And then nationality was the last one.
Nationality was the last one.
That's like what we say. Well, like everybody always says, when all the Puerto Ricans don't
and
like
the Cubans.
don't like this one, and the Cubans don't like that one. Well, the Cubans don't like anybody. I don't know. Like there's always like something.
There's
and the Mexicans,
always something.
Yeah.
The Mexicans and Americans, or in Central America we don't have that much, but sometimes Honduras might.
In
Nobody
Honduras,
even know where is Honduras, probably.
Okay, so in Honduras, do you deal with like Salvadorians?
Los salvadoreños y los costarricenses. That's the one that we kind of like a little, like a peak, you know.
Nicaraguans?
No, we always got along with Nicaragua. We share borders
Argentina?
with Nicaragua. Honey, there anybody like Argentina?
Stop it. See, that's what I'm saying.
Oh my God, I'm practicing.
I knew I was going to find your button.
I'm just putting an example of nationality.
I know. And it's funny because I have met some really great Argentinians, but they get a bad rep for some reason. Everybody always thinks like they're like stuck
arrogant.
up. Yeah, they're arrogant and stuck up is what the norm idea of them is, which I don't think that's right because I've had some really great friends who are Argentinians and they're sweetest people on the planet. But I think it's just like everything else. Like, you know, like Cubans, everybody always says something about Cubans, like, oh, they're arrogant. You know, Cubans are arrogant. And I mean, everybody always has their vibe.
Everybody has their vibe. But once again, because
they
stigma. Put that stigma in you. So
yeah.
Argentina,
like my husband, he's white, but he's not a hillbilly. And everybody's like, oh, because white people are hillbillies. But well, mine's not. He's from Michigan. They don't hurt nobody.
He's not a hillbilly. He might look like, but he's not. No, Argentina. Going back to Argentina, my mother's husband is from Argentina, born and raised in Rosario, Argentina.
Oh, so you got a close Argentinian connection.
Yeah. So my experience, but once again, since I'm a kid, even in Honduras, it was like Argentinians are here, Argentinians are there. They just always they put that in your brain, and then you outgrow thinking that that's what's the case. And as of today, they're the most nice people, at least in my family. My mother's husband. His kids, everything. They're like beautiful people.
And they know how to dance tango, I'm sure.
They know how to eat meat a lot.
Oh, yes. They're good at
comida,
meat.
Los asados argentinos, le dicen. Pero mira, riquísimo, Betty.
I took Sean to, when we were in Miami, he's like, where are we going to go eat? And then we were at Bayside. And I was like, oh my God, there's this place called The Kitchen.
The Kitchen?
Yes.
Literally, The Kitchen.
It's called The Kitchen. And it's like basically like Argentinian style, like beef and like those big fire things or whatever. And the whole thing is just like all you can eat meat.
Ay, qué rico.
Like chorizos and different types of beef. And I mean, it was just like, you know, pork. I mean, everything that's carne, it was there.
Todo es carne.
And it's kind of like styled in that thing. And there's also a place here, remember that we went, Rodizio. That one's supposed to be
the Brazilian.
The Brazilian steakhouse. So a lot of the Brazilian and Argentinians are big on the beef.
Well, did you know they're
big on the beef?
Ay, puta madre. Look, sorry. Oops. It was a hiccup. Argentina, I think that Argentina or Brazil is the country that eats meat the most in the world.
Yeah, because they got those gauchos, don't they?
The gauchos. I think the gauchos are like the countryside of Argentina.
Yeah, they're like the cowboys, like the meat cowboys.
Meat cowboy.
I don't know. Does that make sense?
I don't know.
And they wear the funky pants.
We eat a lot of beans in Honduras.
Is that? Do you guys eat meat at all over there?
No.
You know what our big?
I mean, of course, we eat meat, but it's not part of our tradition.
You eat more
food.
chicken?
We eat a lot of soups. That's part of it, and we don't eat a lot of spicy food. Like
we
a lot of
don't either.
At least.
Okay.
Funny story. Oh, go ahead.
Everybody that thinks that because I'm Spanish, they're like, oh, you must like spicy. I hate spicy food.
know.
I don't eat spicy food.
It is. So, tell you a funny story. So, Christopher's dad, my father-in-law, when he met me a couple of years ago, he started having his winters here because he's from almost the Upper Peninsula in Michigan. It's like closer to the North Pole, probably.
By Santa Claus.
Like he probably sees Santa Claus, yes.
Yeah.
And then he come down, he meet me and all that. And he trying to, I was trying to make sure that he's comfortable and trying to have him like me. Long story short, we got along very well. And then the second year that he visited us, he was telling me, oh my God, you here. He goes to the groceries every day and bring me jalapenos, bring me plantains, bring me stuff like that. I'm like, you guys eat a lot of spicy food. He's trying to, look, I got you a banana and stuff like that. I'm like, he's so cute. He's so cute.
That's cute.
But everybody
he's
trying. I'm get it. I like he's trying to do is make sure that I'm feeling.
That's his way of saying, like, I accept you and I want you to feel comfortable and I want you to think that I thought of you. And you're like, take this jalapeno and take it somewhere else. But thank you very much.
I'm not. Yeah.
Thank you very much, though.
He brought me tahini one day.
No, tahini's actually good.
Mexican.
You know what's funny? My husband eats more spicy food than I don't eat anything spicy. He will.
For real?
Yes, he likes tahini. He likes all this stuff. But I don't. It's just funny because everybody's like, what's wrong with you? You're Hispanic. No, why don't you eat anything spicy? I'm like, because we're Cuban. Like, we literally put garlic and onions and peppers. That's our seasoning and everything. We don't do like jalapenos or none of that stuff.
I think Honduras and Cuba, we're not close in culture at all, actually. But we definitely know that we don't like super spicy stuff.
No.
That's the thing. Now, if you go to, let's say, India.
I like super garlic. You know what? I match up more with Italian.
Yes,
because
it has more influence from
garlic.
Spain and Italian and stuff like that.
Garlic in anything makes me happy. Like, I could have like everything dipping in garlic, and I'm like, yes. Olive oil and garlic, yes. Anything that has that mix.
Cafecito with garlic, yes.
Maybe.
Ew. In Honduras, what we do is just pretty much eat a lot of vegetables. We do eat a lot of vegetables. It's part of our diet.
Our big thing is pork.
Oh my God.
Like, we have un lechoncito because I think it feeds a lot of people. That's the thing. Like, when you're poor and you have a big old pig and you can feed like your whole family and then everybody else, like, and have a lot of food left over and stuff. And the other thing, that there's no refrigeration really over there, because especially now, well, I don't know if you know, but the grid in Cuba right now, Cuba is without electricity right now.
Why?
At all. Because the grid failed completely and the government's not taking responsibility.
No freaking way.
Yeah. So everybody's pretty much living in the dark right now.
Oh my God.
But this has been happening for a bazillion years. There's always been called, what we call the apagones.
Los apagones. Con el apagón.
Nada sucede. ¿Qué cosa sucede con el apagón? Yeah, the apagón means like the rolling power outage, for you guys that don't know. And Cuba is one of them. So they basically give you power for like 2 or 3 hours a day, and then they shut you off for the rest of the day, and then you got to figure it out. So now there's no 2 or 3 hours anymore. It's gone. And so one of the things is refrigeration. There is none. So what do they do is, like, when you have pig, you can use the pig lard, the pig fat, whatever it is you get. Whatever
La manteca.
La manteca. And they used to put them in these big barriles. Like a barrel. I don't know. Like a big barrel. And then you fill that up with the pig fat. And then you fry up your meat. And then you stick the chunks in there. And then you cover it up. And it will last for a long time. And it doesn't make you sick. And then you take it out and you refry them again, and then you eat them. That's how you preserve meat.
Wow,
that's why
I didn't know that.
Yeah.
I didn't know that. That is a very unique way to preserve food. I didn't know that you could
bacalao.
do that.
Preserving bacalao. You ever had bacalao? Bacalao
Nunca lo he
is
probado,
salted.
pero sí sé lo que es, lógicamente. Es como que lo dejan
en
sal y la sal como que lo seca, le quita todo el agua, todo el moisture.
That's why before you cook that bacalao, which is that cod, that it's like a, I guess Americans like to eat that, it comes in a bag. It's like dried meat, pig sticks. What is it called?
Jerky.
Yes.
I'm surprised that I remember that. I'm so
good job.
white.
Yeah,
I'm so white.
You are. Was it spicy?
Yes. My accent is from Idaho.
So
go ahead.
You is though. Well, anyway, the cod, which is basically salted, and then you have to like put it in water and take off all the salt off it. Like, you have to soak it so that it releases it. And what's the other one? There's bacalao, and the other one is the It's a beef one.
Yeah.
That is like a salted beef, and it's like and you do the same thing, same process.
But
anyway, they're all delicious because if you put them in food, it's delicious. You don't even know. You don't even know.
Rico.
Chorizo, you don't have to refrigerate either.
No, I don't think you have to.
Have you noticed?
At some point, though.
At some point after, but it like a lot of it's like shelf life. Even at Publix, if you go to Publix, there's a whole shelf full of chorizo there that are in little bags. They're not in the they're not in the refrigerator.
You're right.
So, like Hispanic people, like we realized real fast how we didn't need a refrigerator to eat.
No, we have survived slavery, communism. We have survived tax season.
April 8th, what is it? April 15th.
We have survived.
Very difficult for all of us.
We have survived el sereno.
Sereno.
El sereno, ¿sabes qué es el sereno, verdad?
I know exactly.
No, pero no, cuidadito salís que te va a dar el sereno. Uno creció con el sereno y todavía no sé qué es el sereno.
Sereno is very okay. So I'm going to translate you guys what sereno is.
Okay.
Sereno is moon juice that affects Hispanic children and old people, and especially people that don't listen to their mom and goes outside without covering their heads. Those people will suffer a horrible, horrible sickness because the moon juice falls on you and creates a sickness. And I can tell you that Cuban babies will not leave the house without having their heads covered. We cover their heads and stuff. Yeah. So very important. And if you do that, and they don't even know how Americans get away with not getting the moon juice on them, but that's a whole different story. and a little Cuban grandma will fight you if you take that child out without covering its head.
No, it's not just Cuban. I believe more than...
You guys have it too?
Hell yes. My grandmother used to cover me with un gorro de hecho de lana.
Yes.
Like the lana, all of it. And she put me... And this is hot Central America in the heart of the tropics. But if I leave either at 4 a.m. or either at midnight or very late.
Yes, anytime that moon's out.
She was like, cuidadito te vas. You better don't step out of the house. Que el sereno is going to hit you. And then you're going to be sick. I grew up with el sereno.
Me too. Another thing that brings us together.
I'm going to add it to the list. Things that bring us together. El sereno.
Add el sereno. Serious stuff there.
Oh.
What about walking descalzo?
Ay, Dios mío.
Did you have that problem?
Te va a entrar algo por los pies. It's like something's going to get into you if you walk barefoot in your house.
Yes.
The sickness is going to come through the palm
of the floor.
Through the floor. It's going to start getting into your bones.
My mom used to tell me that I wouldn't be able to have babies if I walked barefoot in the house.
Get out of here.
Yeah, she said that
she took it another notch.
It dries up your ovaries, is what I was told. So we did not walk barefoot as a young lady. You did not walk barefoot in the house because you get el resfriado from underneath there, and then it dries up your ovaries. That very, very, very thing. Another big one that was huge for us, and we will get yelled at, is don't play with a broom. Because if you play with the broom and you brush the broom over someone's feet, they will never, ever get married.
This is the funny thing. I did it by accident to somebody when I was a teenager.
Did they kill
in my
you?
house. And my mother saw me do it.
Yes.
She grabbed immediately the chancla and throw it to my face. Like, you apologize to her right now.
You just ruined her life.
You just ruined her. Like, don't do that. But she was so angry, like furious. Like I pretty much cursed that life of that poor woman. I didn't even know who it was. I don't quite remember, but I just remember that accidentally just, sweep in her face.
Yes.
Boom, en la cara.
Oh, yeah. It was very serious. You don't do that. You don't do that. There's so many things. So many things that are just a big no-no for us.
Yeah. What about putting the purse in the floor?
Putting the purse in the floor, you might as well just take out the money that you have and throw it out. Just get rid of it. Yeah, because that's what that means. It means that you're basically... you're taking away wealth from yourself if you leave your purse. So you have to always put your purse in the highest spot. Preferably if you're really extreme, you put it like on top of like the refrigerator or something. Like something wherever the highest spot in your house is, that's where you would keep your wallets and your purses and stuff, because that is technically gonna bring you more wealth. If you brought it, the lower you go, the less money.
The less money that you're gonna lose, and that's why Latin America is such a rich area because of all of those traditions. Nothing have worked so far.
Did your friend get married after you brushed your feet with the broom?
What is it?
Did your friend end up getting married after you brushed?
I don't quite remember who the person was. I was probably 15, 14, 13.
You probably ruined her life. You might want to look her up on TikTok or something.
Probably she died.
Try to find her. Don't say that. Unless she walked
remember
out with
her what.
sereno. Unless she didn't have any sereno.
Sereno.
Well, I got to tell you something, though.
Go ahead.
Even though I'm having so much fun with you,
Yeah.
you never guess what time it is.
No, get out of here.
I know.
And I had so many things to keep telling you because I miss you. I haven't seen you in 24 hours.
Can we do this again?
Let's do it.
I mean, it was fun though. We do have a lot more. If you want to know about crazy Hispanic, Latino, like kind of whatever. What do they call them? They're not. It's not curses. They're
They're
not
super.
wives' tale. They're not wives' tale because some of them are real. I
Supersticiones.
believe them. Superstitions.
Superstition. Ay, puta. Superstitions.
Yeah.
Superstition. Well, thank you for having me
But
again.
before we go,
baby.
can we do this a little bit?
Do it. Muévelo.
Move
Muévelo.
it.
Move it. Shake it. Thank you, everybody, for listening.
Let's dance our way out of here, guys, and come back for some more. We love you. Thanks for listening.
Thank you for listening. My crazy accent.
I do things better, you know I do. The rhythm I have can't escape it. Baby, don't fight it, embrace it.